So this video is all about gemstones. I have selected a couple of my gemstones that have the most interesting inclusions on the inside. Inclusions just mean that there are um, not necessarily impurities, but other um, chemical elements that have been introduced in the formation of the gemstones, which make them really pretty to look at. So I am going to share some facts with you about each gemstone, and then I have this magnifier, which is this, um, it's times two magnification from my microscope that I've never used. So maybe we can use it with my phone camera to see if we can actually view some of the inclusions in some of these gems. So please enjoy. Okay, so first up we've got some rutile or rutilated quartz, which are these ones over here. And let's see if we can find one with. I can't really go very, very close. I don't know how to do that. So I'll just show you like this. So what is rutile quartz? It's a it's quartz crystal and it contains needles of rutile, which is titanium dioxide. And these are things that I've forgotten. I am literally reading it off my computer screen because I can't remember these. This is like 20 years ago, things that I've got. So let's see. Titanium dioxide crystals. Just get another one. There's quite a few here. This is another one with a lot of inclusions. That one is really nice. Okay, so I'm trying to speak softly, aim the light, have tweezers, and reading all at once. um, Inclusions can look golden, reddish, or silvery, often described as threads of light or angel hair. And it's basically rutile needles that grow inside quartz, as both minerals crystallize under high temperature or pressure. Okay, so sometimes you also get tourmalated quartz, which is tourmaline crystals stuck in the rutile. And I think this one has both. There's black tourmaline and then there's gold rutile, but I'm no expert. There you can see some of the black needles and the golden angel hair needles. And it's basically found in Brazil, Madagascar, India, Pakistan, and I know in Namibia you also find, which is like southern Africa, you find, and here in Vietnam they also take them out. Um, and people believe it's to amplify your energy or clarity of thought or inspired creativity, which it definitely does. It's really something to look at. And I'd rather wear something like this on my finger than a very clear looking diamond, which has this has more interest, you know, to look at. You can look at this for days, and every time you'll find something different. And then, oh, some people collect them, valued for its unique inclusions. No two stones are alike, so people do also collect them. And then I'll show you the most expensive one I have. This one is really beautiful. It's huge. Where is it now? Let me just find the right tweezer and can you see it? That's that one here. This one is, I'm saving it for something special because I think it's so beautiful. Um, it's quite big. So this is so special that I would not consider putting this into silver. I save this for definitely for a gold ring or a necklace pendant design. Some things you just don't put in silver. You know, it's like a cringy thing to do is to put something really nice into silver. Speak more about that another time. I'm just trying to focus the light. Okay. So these are all rutile quartz. Here's another one. These are cabochon cut, which means they are like cut like bubbles, and so they have these little inclusions inside, which is really pretty. This I will put in silver, no problem. This one and this one, same family, different quality, different size. Silver, good for this one. Gold, definitely for this one. It will just make it pop and stand out for sure. So, yes. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else we've got. We've got some smoky quartz. Okay, so we've got smoky quartz, which is also um, quartz like the rutile quartz, but it's been tinted brown. Some of them are very brown, like almost black. These are tinted brown, and they look really nice with some designs. Let's see, can you see? Yeah. Formed when natural radiation interacts with the trace amount of aluminum in the quartz. That's American aluminum in the quartz creates smoky tones. Ranges from light translucent brown to deep opaque black. Morian, it's called Morian. Sources found in Brazil, Switzerland, Madagascar, Scotland, the United States, Colorado, famous for its large crystals. Let's see. I have a few, not so many. Here's two. And then let's see. Um, the metaphysical lore behind it, believed to ground energy, absorb negativity, and bring emotional calm. Whoever thought of that, I don't know, or how that came to be, it's quite a question. Um, who, who discovered that? Answer me. Okay, so there's three of them. And then I actually just realized that I have these rutile cords. They are like slices. I forgot I even had them. It's like an addiction when you buy stuff that you don't need. I've had these for years. There's some slices. They're quite nice. Not good quality, so it's okay for silver designs. I wouldn't bother putting them in gold. Okay, so there is a very nice one actually. This one's really pretty. This one you could put in gold. Very nice. Okay. Then what else do we? Oh, let me show you some um, really terrible quality emeralds. And this I bought years ago because I thought that they look nice, but actually they're not nice. And now I don't want to use them. But this is really like, I mean, it's like just green, nothing too spectacular, and no inspiration whatsoever to use them for anything. Just also an odd oval shape. Let's see, there's another one. Weird color, looks like a throat lozenge, not nice. So let's move on. Okay, and then let me see what else I've got. I've got some tourmalines. Okay, so here we've got some bicolor tourmaline with inclusions. Tourmaline with two colors, so there's pink and green, and then it has some inclusions, and I can't seem to get much closer than that. So tourmaline is a complex group of silicate minerals prized for its wide range of colors. Found in a virtually every shade from black to pink to green. And I always say tourmaline is like the color of the rainbow, but it's almost like earthy tones, if that makes sense. Like it's has a muddiness to it almost. Let's see. So there's a pink one with pink and a bit of green. Oh, it's not good to see. Name origin from the Sinhalese. The Sinhalese word Tumali, which means mixed gems, because the stones of many colors were found together. I didn't know that. It's quite interesting. I'm also learning. And then metaphysical lore says to encourage balance, protection, and creativity. Each color linked to different energies. Okay, and then also, collectors enjoy collecting tourmaline because they're all so different. I'm so sorry I can't show you a better way, more detail. It's so frustrating. Let me see something. That works a little bit. There's a green one. So you see when I say there's a muddiness to it, it's like earthy tones of the rainbow. Pink, green and pink. Another one, let's see, this one is just pink with inclusions. And the interesting thing is if you put a pink diamond next to a pink tourmaline, okay, then we've got some spinel. And these I went especially to the mountains of, it sounds like a big, great big adventure, and it was. Went to the Ian Bai Mountains in Vietnam to buy these. I bought some for a customer and then I bought two extra that I really love. And these are absolutely stunning. Where is my thing now? So in Vietnam, I don't know specifically in other countries, but here they focus more on preserving the carat weight of the gem instead of actually cutting them into um, nice shapes, for example. Um, Goodness, it's so difficult. So you will always find these cushion cut shapes when you buy gemstones here because um, it's the best way to cut them to preserve the weight of them. And then if I have to, then I have to reduce them and cut them smaller to adhere to a specific design for a ring or whatever. Or if you want to keep them, then you can keep them this shape, but usually find it quite, I don't know, they need to be fine tuned a little bit for a nicer yeah, a nicer cut, a nicer shape. But these two are absolutely beautiful. And in Ianbai, you get it's all directly from the people who mine them. So the uncles, the husbands, they will actually go to to take them out, and then they will have other relatives cutting them, and the woman usually sell them. So it's really like you can't get more fair trade than that. It's just very far to drive. Okay, so but it was quite interesting when we went there. We stayed at a place called, I think it was Tapfin, like a village with a hot spring. I'm so sorry about this video. YouTube. And we stayed in this village with where they have a hot spring, and the town, the townspeople come to the hot spring. Um, and there's also like cows in the same hot spring, so it's not the cleanest, but it was fun. There's it's just rocks and stuff, fish. I don't know if there's fish in there. It's not that warm, but it's not made into a swimming pool. It's just natural. And this town has, or they're developing into like a hot spring village, but it's so super far in the north of Vietnam. Okay, so I think I've got some kind of angle going here now. Um, there's some other spinel that are smaller, and spinel are really nice, very underrated. Come in these really specifically toned purple, gray purple colors, which are so beautiful in white gold. If you have a, oh, good lord, there goes one. Um, if you've got a design for a white gold ring and diamonds, that steely gray purple color really looks beautiful with that. Okay, then I've got blue sapphire. black on here. And then I've got a salt and pepper diamond, but it's so salt and pepper that it's black. Yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this terrible video quality of these gems. It's really difficult to get them to actually show you guys what they look like. But please let me know what else you want to see on the channel. It's basically a channel all to do with jewelry, but in a relaxing way to look at everything. And then subscribe and like and put that little bell sound on for more and help me to grow, please. I only have a few subscribers at the moment. And then this is a little citrine quartz, very nice. Also good for yellow gold. Looks very pretty in yellow gold. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll show you a little last little bit of gem close-ups. There's a ring design I'm busy with. There's some beads, odds and ends, some of the gems I've showed you. See you in the next video. Bye.